The 4-3-2-1 YouTube, I have always said this year, the best formation on FC24. You have got everything. You've got the 3 central midfielders providing you a nice balance, 3 forwards that give you a lot of attacking output, and of course with having 1 or 2 overlapping fullbacks, it is amazing. But first, drop this video a like for me, drop a comment down below, and if you can hit that subscribe button to my channel, that would mean the world to me. So without any further ado, let's get into the custom tactic. For your cheapest and most reliable place to buy FC24 coins, check out mmoexp.com. Remember to use the code WOLF at the checkout for a massive 5% off your order, especially with Team of the Season just round the corner. Check them out. Check out trustdice.wing. Link is down in the description below. Enjoy 8,000 plus crypto games, up to 20% cash back, fast withdrawal system, and a 24/7 live support. You do have popular games in the casino, and you also have a live casino if you do want to check it out. Link is down in the description below. Check them out. You can also use the sports section as well, whether it be the NBA, the Champions League, the Premier League, the Bundesliga, the NFL, La Liga, anything you want. So remember to check out trustdice.win. Link is down in the description below. Now, the defensive style in the 4-3-2-1, there are a few things you can use, and one thing I will say straight away off the bat, the 4-3-2-1 isn't an amazing formation defensively. This formation is all about getting it right going forward. So I think because of that, with the defensive style, I just much prefer balanced on the defensive style YouTube. I really do. A balanced style where your team presses the ball to the middle of the pitch and your team shape is neutral. I just much prefer that. I like to be in control of where and when my team presses the ball. Constant pressure and drop back, definitely don't use either of them. They are shocking. Constant pressure can be good, but only in like the last, what, 10-15 in-game minutes. Press after possession loss, again, can be good, but if you use it from minute 1 in the game, your players' staminas will be absolutely drained. So me personally, YouTube, I would stay well away from that. And pressure on every touch is another one that I actually do like. I do think pressure on every touch is good and a viable option. But again, if you use it from minute 1, your players will be absolutely knackered by half time, definitely by the 60th minute. So I don't really think that kind of like risk reward is worth it with the pressure on every touch. So that's why I just use balanced. I like to be in control of where and when my team presses the ball. The defensive width, though, I do go a little bit more narrow now in the 4-3-2-1 YouTube. I like to be defensively solid in the middle of the pitch because my opponent can still switch the play anyway, just because of how the game is kind of coded. The game is very broken in that sense that if you put hug touchline for your fullbacks and stuff like that on the D-pad, your opponent will always have the switch of play no matter what your defensive width is. So because of that, I've gone more narrow to defend the middle of the pitch, and my data and my spreadsheet back it up. I am conceding less goals with that. So I've gone down to 40 on the defensive width, the same as my 4-2-3-1 yesterday, 40 on the defensive width. Basically, I just want to defend the middle of the goal, defend the width of the 18-yard box, because my opponent can still switch the play anyway. So making us more defensively solid and compact in the middle of the pitch definitely is something which I think is a better option. Now, the defensive depth YouTube, you already know what I'm going to say at this point. Yes, there are 2 options straight off the bat. Option number 1 is, of course, the option I use and the option that I think is the best and the most meta on EAFC24. And that is, of course, the 71 depth. Now, if any of you don't know what the 71 depth does, when we lose the ball, our team will automatically press and automatically offside trap up the pitch. It is very overpowered and very broken, YouTube. So definitely something I feel like you should be using. But, and there is a but, if you are someone that isn't interested in the 71 depth, because you never know, some of you that are watching this video probably aren't interested in the 71 depth, and if that is you, that is absolutely fine. I personally, in the 4-3-2-1, would recommend a 55 depth. Remember what I said at the start of the video? This formation can be a little bit temperamental defensively. You know, you can sometimes struggle defensively when you are using it. So because of that, I would probably recommend a 55 depth if you are not using the 71 depth. But for me, I much prefer the 71 depth YouTube. I think it is your bread and butter. The offense is build-up, play, and chance creation. I'm going to spend 0 time on that. It is your bread and butter balanced direct passing. If any of you have watched a Connor Woolf YouTube video, you will know exactly that it is, of course, your balanced and direct passing. Now, the offensive width, A little bit boring, YouTube. I actually just leave it at 50. I really like where my left centre forward and my right centre forward are in the 4-3-2-1 at the minute. I kind of don't really feel the need to change that. I kind of like that they're not too wide, but they're also not too narrow. I feel like we're in a really good spot with the 4-3-2-1 with that 50 width. So that is why I'm using the 50 width. Players in the box though, YouTube, is of course going to be 7. The way I look at that, the more players that we have in the box, the more likely we are to score a goal, and the more goals we are more likely to score, in my humble opinion. The corners and free kicks, I lower them down from 3-3 to 2-2, just to stop us getting counter-attacked on from our own corners and our own free kicks. Custom tactics done. Let's get into the player instructions. Now, the striker, in a Connor Woolf custom tactics video, you probably already know what the striker is going to be on, especially in the 4-3-2-1. This is the formation I use 99 to 100% of the time when I'm playing FC24, unless I'm trying out different formations and stuff like that. It is the best formation to use, and the best player instructions to use on your striker is stay central on the support runs, and then on the attacking runs, get in behind. Pretty self-explanatory, YouTube. The stay central, I want my striker to stay in them central areas of the pitch. I do not need or want my striker venturing out from the right wing to the left wing. I want my striker to stay like the Ollie Watkins does for Aston Villa up the Villa. Come on, against Arsenal tomorrow. Can we get the win? I want him, or she, because we are an ultimate team now, I want that player just to stay within the width of the 18-yard box, and to get in behind, I also want that player to make a lot of penetrating runs in behind. Very, very, very important, YouTube, in my opinion, that your striker is on stay central and get in behind. The right centre forward does then act as another striker. So the right centre forward is on exactly the same as my striker. So stay central on the support runs and then get in behind on the attacking runs. The way the 4-3-2-1 defends, which you will see in a minute, is your right centre forward for me is kind of like my another striker. So my left centre forward kind of plays in that left centre forward role, but then my right centre forward is kind of like another striker. So that's why everything that I've just said for the striker, use that for the right centre forward as well. I want him or she to be within the width of the 18-yard box and make a lot of penetrating runs in behind. Very simple and very self-explanatory when you break it down like that, YouTube. My left centre forward, this is where it does get interesting in the 4-3-2-1. So the support runs, I leave on balanced width. The attacking runs, I leave on mixed attack. The interceptions, I leave on normal interceptions. But then the defensive support, I put this player on comeback on defence. And what this does is, when we are defending, my left centre forward will drop in to that left midfield of a 4-4-2 when we don't have the ball. But then when we get the ball, we'll push straight back up into the left centre forward position. It's what makes the 4-3-2-1 so overpowered and so broken, because we can defend in the defensively solid 4-4-2, but then attacking almost like a 3-1-2-2-1 formation. Very, very, very overpowered. So come back on defence, the only thing I put on my left centre forward. My left central midfielder, YouTube, if any of you have seen my 4-3-2-1 videos by now, you will know that the left central midfielder will get a lot of goals and a lot of assists for you. So definitely have a player in this left central midfielder role that is comfortable getting forward and helping out in the attacking third of the game. So because of that, the left central midfielder is on getting to the box for cross and cover centre. Yes, so getting to the box for cross and cover centre. This means that the left central midfielder will have a lot of licence to get forward and help out in the attacking side of the game. If you use the 4-3-2-1 exactly how I use it, you will notice that the left central midfielder gets so many goals and so many assists for you. Believe you me, it's kind of mad how many goals and assists the left central midfielder will get. The middle central midfielder, though, think of this player, like I say in a lot of my videos, like a traditional number 6. So like a Rodri, Boubacar Kamara, these type of players. This is what this middle central midfielder is. So stay back while attacking on the attacking support, cover centre on the defensive position, and then that is it. So stay back while attacking and cover centre. I was thinking of maybe leaving them on balanced crossing runs, blah, 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 but it's irrelevant because the player is on stay back while attacking. So stay back while attacking and cover centre on that middle central midfielder. Very, very, very important that you have that middle central midfielder holding down the fort, and then when we get the ball, we'll just give it to the better players. Very, very, very important. The right central midfielder, though, YouTube, is actually, and this has kind of been the same all year in the 4-3-2-1 actually, is just on completely default player instructions, YouTube. So I don't touch a thing with that right central midfielder. And this means that as the left centre forward tucks in to the left midfield of a 4-4-2 when we don't have the ball, the right central midfielder will push ever so slightly out wide to the right midfield of a 4-4-2. But then when we get the ball, as kind of like the right midfielder is here and the left centre forward is here on the left midfield. As the left centre forward then tucks in, the right central midfielder will then tuck back into that right central midfielder role. Very, very, very overpowered, YouTube, 100%. Now, the right back, there are two options with this player, YouTube. So the right back, me personally now, I am a very much attack-minded player on FC24. Well, on FIFA really, ever since I started playing FIFA back in 2003, 2004. I just like to score goals, YouTube. So I play with my right back now on balanced attack. So my right back will have license to get on the overlap and bomb on down that right hand side, but not as much as the left back will because of what the left back is on in a minute. But if you are someone that does struggle defensively, definitely put your right back on stay back while attacking. That is absolutely fine. Then if you want to manually get your right back further forward, you know, you can trigger them with the runs and stuff like that, you can do that. But I just really like having my right back bombing on down that right hand side. Now, both my centre backs, YouTube, are on completely default settings. I don't actually touch them. So stay back while attacking, normal interceptions, and stick to position. I am not interested, YouTube, at all in my centre backs on anything else other than default settings. And then the left back, YouTube, you already know what the rules are at this point. The left back is the one on join the attack and overlap. So my left back is the one that will have the most license to get forward. And even though my right back is on balanced attack, my left back will be the one that is getting forward a lot more than my right back on the other side. So definitely give that a go. And then last but not least, YouTube, my goalkeeper comes for crosses and sweeper keeper. And that right there, YouTube, is my brand new updated 4-3-2-1 custom tactics video for you. If you did enjoy this video, you know what to do. Drop it a like for me, drop a comment down below, and if you can please hit that subscribe button to my channel, that would mean the world to me. Team of the season will be here next week, so I'll be bringing out way more updated custom tactics for you over the next week or 2 weeks to get into the groove of team of the season. Drop this video a like for me, drop a comment down below, hit that subscribe button to my channel. Peace out, one love.